Okay, now we'll be working on the next teddy bear, and I will select everything with the white arrow tool with the selection rectangle, and then we'll try some other type of brush. So we used a calligraphic brush on the first teddy bear. This time we'll use an artistic brush. This is it. Try to apply an artistic brush on your teddy bear. And artistic brushes, they are vectors put in the brushes panel, and then you are able to apply them to anything. So at first, this line, this kind of charcoal line was vectors on the artboard. Someone put those vectors in the brushes panel, they became an artistic brush. So let's try to modify the thickness, and you must not at any point modify with the stroke panel. You leave the weight to one point, otherwise you will mess up everything. When you want to modify the thickness of the brushes, you have to double click on the brush in the brushes panel, with or without the item selected like that. If I unselect the item just by clicking beside it and I modify the brush, when I finished modifying the brush, I will have the opportunity to apply to the strokes already using the brush, even if the items are not selected. So let's try it. You deselect it just by clicking beside the teddy bear with the arrow, and you will double click on the brush here in the brushes panel. So this is the original brush with its direction. Let's modify with the preview on. Let's modify it. Nice. So it's looking a little bit more as a charcoal drawing. So we are in fixed width, but we are able to modify it to where is it? Now here it will not be possible to take into account the pressure of the stylus onto the tablet or anything. It's when those settings are for when you draw with a stylus on the tablet with this brush. But here we are playing the brush on the already drawn vectors, so don't use them. Stay in fixed like that, okay. Okay, good. Let's click OK. And there's the little message, and you choose to apply to strokes. The strokes already, the vectors already using this brush that I modified, this one. They have been modified. Same as earlier, we are able to select with the Shift key. You may select some items in our teddy bear with the white arrow tool. I just click. I don't need all of the anchor points to be selected here. Since the vector is highlighted like that, I know that I'm working on it. So Shift key, both are selected. And okay, first I will unselect because I have to duplicate my brush in the brush tool. So unselect everything, take your brush, bring it to the letter icon here, and you have a duplicate. And then I select the eyes of my teddy bear and I apply that new brush to it. And I will double click and modify like that. You see, a little bit smaller, thinner. I think for the eyes it is better. I click OK, apply 2 strokes, and then it's nice. Save your file.